Hello and welcome for a new uniTFT Designer video tutorial. My name is Michael and I'm working for Display Vision's development team.
This tutorial discusses the basic functionalities of using the documentation tool uniDocu in the uniTFT Designer. First of all, let's create a new project. We create a new 5-inch project with default styles. We give the project a nice name and make sure the checkbox Generate Version File is checked. By default, the version name is assumed to be 1.0. The version name can be changed at any time, now or later. You can also add a description for the version. We choose test version for this. Now we switch to the uniDocu tab. On the left side, we find an overview of all versions of our uniTFT Designer project. In our case, we have only one version. In the middle, there are more detailed information about the version. Besides the version name and description, you can also find the status of the version, the creation and modification date, and the last editor. On the right side, you can filter the documentation by version name and category. This is very helpful if there exists a lot of versions on the project. Now, we want to add a category entry to our version. To do this, we click on the Add Category button. We rename the new entry to Hardware and can now edit the new category. An editor opens. This editor supports formatted text as well as hyperlinks, images, and tables. If you click on the Add Image button, a dialog opens in which you select an image and specify the displayed size. The editor also supports the possibility to insert an image from the clipboard with Ctrl and V. If you want to insert a hyperlink, click on the Add Hyperlink button. In the dialog window, you can choose between a document and a URL. If you want to create a new version for the project, click the New Version button. The current project is zipped and moved to the version directory. You can open old versions at any time, but you cannot edit them. Now you have to specify a new version name and, if necessary, a version description. uniDocu also offers the possibility to print the version documentation or export it as PDF. We have now learned how to create the version documentation for a new project. If you want to use uniDocu for an already existing project, it is also possible. The title bar indicates whether documentation for a project is already available. In our case, no version documentation is available. We can directly create a new one right here. We enter the version name and the description and create a new documentation. In the title bar, we can now see that a version documentation has been created. We can switch back to the uniDocu tab and edit the documentation. The version documentation offers the possibility to get a general overview of the changes in the project and can also be used as a documentation tool.
I hope you enjoyed today's uniTFT video tutorial. Maybe you have time and play around a little bit with our sample projects and enjoy our other tutorials.